Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Abby. I hope you didn't forget about me, and I'm back with another video. I think I've been gone for like months at this point, but better late than never. I have a video that I want to share with you guys. There's been something I've been thinking about for quite a bit of time, and so I want to get into what I've been up to, and ironically that relates to what I want to share with you guys. And if you can already tell by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about the bravery of following the path that you feel called to and that has been calling you. This video is going to be about feeling alone on your journey through life, navigating through the uncertainty and the fear, and how we can be brave in these moments, even when we don't feel brave. We are going to be talking about how God and how the creator of the universe is always with us, even when we take a wrong turn and we feel like we've made the wrong decision. There's always hope to get back on track. And so we're going to navigate that. And I'm also going to share a little bit about what I've been doing these past couple months, because I feel this more than ever. I feel like everything that I have felt called to, I feel like it's always been calling me, and I feel like that same thing applies for your life and your journey. And I know that you guys are probably going through those same questions and those same doubts that I have been through and that I navigate through on a daily basis. And so I'm going to share how I think that bravery and hopefulness and faith can help us navigate through that uncertain path that seems scarier than it actually is. Before I start sharing with you guys about where I've been and the things that I've been working on, I have this incense here, and I feel like this room needs to be scented nicely. Like, we need to create a warm and welcoming environment, especially if we're going to be talking about life, because that's a lot. How do I make a long story short? Well, I have been trying to expand myself outside of the social media world, because I don't know, I love social media and I love you guys. Like, I feel like there's a disconnect between social media and the community that I have. Like, I don't necessarily love social media in the way that it operates and the demand that it has and the sort of superficialness that comes with social media. But I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, love the community that I've built. And I love that we are so similar. The other day, actually, my sister was on the train in the city, and one of you guys came up to my sister. My sister and me look really alike, and one of you guys came up to her and was like, and thought it was me, and my sister was like telling me about this. She was like, oh, one of your supporters, like one of your followers, came up to me on the train and she thought I was you. She came up to me, she was like, Abby, is that you? Like, I follow you on social media. And my sister was like, the weirdest part about all of that was that she kind of looked like you. And I was like, really? Interesting. So it's funny how, like, I feel so connected to you guys to the point where even my sister is like, she kind of like looks like you. Like, we are so similar in a way that is so comforting to me. Like, I never thought in a million years I would have built a social media platform where I could connect with people that are so similar to me and that feel the same things as me. And it's just helped me in my understanding of life that, like, you're never really alone and there's always people that resonate with you. So that part of social media for me has been so wholesome and so filling. But there's another side of it, which is the creator aspect of it and the demand that it puts on your life, and the sort of mental struggles that I went through when posting every day consistently and trying to keep up with that. That for me was a bit draining. That for me felt like I was giving and not getting what I expected in return, not getting what I thought I should have got in return, not being able to really do social media in a way that was fulfilling for me and sustainable for me. And so I have started to venture into the real world and started to work outside of social media. So where I've been has been working. I now work in mental health with child and adolescents, which is honestly one of my dream jobs. Like, if you don't know, I'm a nurse, and when I first got into nursing, I always said like my dream job within the nursing field would be to work with adolescents and mental health. That for me is so fulfilling, and I knew that from way back when. Like, I knew when I graduated nursing that my dream job would be working with teens and mental health. I didn't know how practical that was. I didn't know how many jobs were available in that field. I just knew that I wanted to work with teens and I wanted to care and help them. So fast forward to where we are today, I applied to so many jobs all over the city. I think I was applying for jobs for probably about a year. So anyone that's in the job market that's like looking to get employed or like looking for a job, it took me 1 year to find a job that I was actually happy with. And I have experience in the nursing field. It took me a year of applying every single day. So for anyone that's looking for a job, like, honestly, it can be draining and it can make you feel so hopeless, but you just have to keep going, and you just have to keep applying and just keep doing the best that you can do when it comes to searching for a job. And eventually the right job will find you, which it honestly did for me. Like, I found the right job, I found the right field that I wanted to be in. And so that's where I've been for the past month or two. For the past 2 months, that's what I've been doing. It's just like learning and working, and wow, have I learned like so much about mental health. And I think that's also going to help me on this platform, like bringing my knowledge and bringing my skills to this platform. So that actually kind of relates to the topic that we're talking about today, which is about having the bravery to follow the path that is calling you. Because backtracking to when I was in university and getting my nursing degree, I remember taking an intro to psychology course. I took this course and I was totally amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, I never knew that this could be so interesting to study the foundations of psychology and to study the types of mental disorders that exist and how they are diagnosed and the treatments. Like, there was so much unknown. There was so much that hasn't been solved within the mental health and psychology field. There's a lot of theories, there's a lot of information, but there is no cure to certain mental illnesses. That was so intriguing to me, and I wanted to learn so much more. That was off of one course of psychology that I took. And I remember one of my roommates at the time was studying forensic science, and she told me that her major was in forensic science and her minor was in psychology. And this was the first time I heard of the concept, like majoring in something and minoring in something. I didn't even know that that was a possibility. And so I started to think to myself, why don't I minor in psychology? Like, that would be a really strong duo to have, as in major in nursing and a minor in psychology. Like, that's me. That is me. I remember feeling that is me. And so I thought about it, and I went on like the course registrar and like looked for how I could actually get this going, like how I could actually get these courses and implement it in my schedule so that I could minor in psychology. And as I was doing that, the fear came in. I had made friends at that point. I was taking courses with my friends. They were holding me accountable. They were making sure that I submitted my assignments on time. We would all discuss what we had going on and what we had due for the weekend. So I felt really secure where I was. But I had this calling. I had this want, this desire, this interest, this intrigue to move towards the direction of psychology. And when we talk about the fear, simultaneously feeling intrigue and interest, I also felt fear that I would be alone, that I would no longer have this community that held me accountable, that I would no longer be nestled in the way that I felt comforted with my community that was taking the same courses as me. That was safety for me. And so after a couple of days of feeling that, I thought, you know what? let me just forget about it. Like, I'm not going to go through the hassle of minoring in psychology, because you know what? I'm going to have to do it alone. And me doing it alone means that there's a potential for failure. And I just want to make sure I get this degree. There was so much uncertainty and fear of taking this path that I felt called to. And so I decided not to. The moral of the story, what I'm trying to get at, is we fast forward 5 years, I still have that call. I still have that intrigue. I still have that interest. That intrigue, that interest, that calling that I felt called to and that was calling me led me to apply for a year, finding jobs, looking for jobs that landed me in the place that I felt called to before. Landed me in the environment where I can learn about psychology, where I'm actually now working with kids with these mental disorders that are struggling mentally. And so I just want to say, whatever it is that is calling you, that you feel called to, I strongly believe that that is not coincidental. That is intentional. Now, I didn't have the bravery to follow that path back then. I didn't have the emotional bandwidth to go on that journey alone back then. And I could sit here today and I could harp on that and I could beat myself over that. Why weren't you brave enough? Why didn't you go for it? You felt it. You knew that that was where you were supposed to be. You had that calling. You had that interest. Why didn't you do that? If I had done it, I would have had X, Y, and Z. I would have been more set up for the job I have now. I would have had more knowledge than I have right now. I could go down that path of ruminating, regret. That can make me feel insecure. That can make me feel like I'm not enough, like I don't have enough knowledge to get through the job that I have now. I could feel all these negative emotions if I go down the path of I should have, I could have, I would have. But I want you guys to know that even if we didn't have the bravery, even if we didn't have the courage back then, life will continuously bring opportunities. I want to talk about faith and I want to talk about God, because I strongly believe that God, what He has for us, is always going to call us, even when we make mistakes in the past, even when we don't do what we know it is we should do. There is always another opportunity to get back on track. There is always another opportunity to get back on the path that God is calling you to. I want you to know that the mistakes you made in the past do not define you. The mistakes you made in the past can be used as lessons. They're going to be used as lessons, and you are going to have another opportunity to get back on track. I suggest that you have a positive mindset. I suggest that you look at life through a lens of hopefulness, because that's the only thing that's going to allow you to grab that next opportunity. There is no point in ruminating. There is no point on looking back on your past with regret. It already happened. It already happened, and it's out of your control. What is in your control is how you respond to what comes your way. How do you respond when you feel a calling towards something? Do you go for it? Do you take that step 1 hour, 1 day, 1 minute at a time? I genuinely believe that God is so good because He gives us multiple chances and multiple opportunities. He's a loving God that forgives us, that sees us, that understands us, that knows everything going on in our heart. God knew me at that moment when I didn't go forward with those psychology courses. God knew me in that moment. God knew what I had been through before that and why I was afraid of being on my own academically, why I was afraid to go and navigate through this uncertain path. God knew what was in my heart. He understands the fear that we're going through. He understands the uncertainty that we're going through. His essence, His being is filled with so much love. We have to know that. He is a loving and forgiving and hopeful and goodness-bearing God. Like, that's the God that created this universe and that created you. And so we have to believe that, and we have to also lend ourselves grace so that we can become better, so that we can do better for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is you're chasing is chasing you. Whatever it is you feel in your spirit that you feel called to, it's calling you too. I think back on even a couple years ago when I was going through, honestly, a really rough transitional period in my life where I had gotten into the working force and just felt very dissatisfied with life, and also was going through a pretty tough breakup at the time. I felt like I had lost everything and that I was so heartbroken, and it seemed as if my life was over. I had lost my job. I had lost a relationship that I was in. I had lost this idea of what I thought my life would look like. And I would say it was probably one of the lowest moments in my life. And as I was going through that, it took me 2-3 years to get back up on my feet again. And as I was going through that, that's kind of where I started sharing my writing and my poetry online. And it's just so beautiful to see how God uses our broken moments for His glory and for what it is He calls us to, because it's just so crazy how everything is so how everything synchronizes together. Because where I am right now, I know I haven't really shared this, but I am putting out a poetry book. Okay, I know I don't like to talk about it much because I'm kind of superstitious, and I'm oh my God, if I talk about it, then I'm gonna jinx it or something, but whatever. Okay, I'm releasing a poetry book, and at this point I'm towards the end of the production of that book. It'll be coming out next year. Okay, I'll tell you guys exactly when next year, but it's a poetry book. It's everything I would ever want to read. I'm so excited for it to be out. But as I was reading it, proofreading the book, I realized that the messaging of the book is so positive. Everything is about resilience. Everything is about love. Everything is about faith and moving forward and picking yourself back up off the ground. And I was it's so ironic and so funny how I was able to write this book, because I had been writing it for the past 2-3 years during this time that was probably the darkest time of my life, right? It's so funny how even in the darkest moment of my life, God used my words and my ability to write and my artistic abilities, whatever artistic ability I have to write. God used that to pour out this beautiful, positive message for people that built my social media platforms that you guys probably know me from. Even in my brokenness, when I literally did not believe that tomorrow would be better than it is today, my mind was so dark and so foggy. Even in those moments, God was able to use me for something good. God was able to use me to encourage other people. God was able to use me to uplift other people that were going through similar things than me. And so I think that's just a testament to the love and goodness of God, the forgiveness of God, that He uses our brokenness for His glory, for the goodness of His will. He's going to take everything that you hate about yourself, every wrong thing that you did, and He's going to mix all the pieces and make it something amazing. He's an amazing artist. He's a master artist. He makes masterpieces out of our brokenness. He's the only one that can make masterpieces out of our literal brokenness. And so I want you to know that if you feel broken, if you feel like you're so far gone from the idea that you had for yourself, this is not the end. It's not the end. There's going to be opportunities for you to grasp. There's going to be moments right now, even in this moment of being broken, God is piecing it together. He's using it for something good. God used my brokenness. He used my brokenness to spread a positive message for people. And so He's going to do the exact same thing for you. Have hope in that. Have faith in that. Believe that things get better and start walking in that direction, because everything that's calling you, everything that you feel called to, even if it's a small seed, even if that calling is clouded and doesn't feel as certain, it's still there, and you can move towards it one step at a time. You're going to get to a better time. There's going to be a time where things make sense. There's going to be a time where you feel okay. There's going to be a time where you start connecting all the dots and you're whoa. Not only is life good, but God is good. And I can't believe that I made it here. I can't believe that everything comes together in this beautiful way. It's gonna come together. It's gonna come together and it's going to be beautiful. Trust me, believe me, it will. If it happened for me, if it's currently happening for me, I believe it could happen for you. I know that. Whether you see it or whether you don't, I know that. Okay? I know that things are gonna get better for you. And I know that in this brokenness, it's gonna be used for something amazing and great. Like, I know that. I just hope that you know it too. So let's close out this video with the message of bravery. 1, I want you guys to be brave to go after the things that you feel called to. 2, I want you to know that even if you don't, even if there's moments where you fall short, there are still more opportunities to pick yourself up off the ground and try again. There are still opportunities for you to get to where it is God is calling you to be. Life is going to work out. Life is going to be okay. Life is going to come together the way that it was supposed to. Just keep moving forward. To the girl or boy that's applying for multiple jobs and not getting them, just keep applying. For the person that's so heartbroken, that's trying to date and figure life out and trying to, mend their heart again, just keep going. Just keep facing those uncomfortable and fearful moments. Your heart will mend. Your heart will be whole again. You will feel love again. You will feel happy again. It will come together. For those that are going through a tough time, that feel like they're losing their mind, you will heal. What was done to you, what you experienced, what you saw, you will heal from it. You will be better. You will be able to lead a happy, wholesome life. You will be able to take those steps forward. Just keep going, 1 minute, 1 day at a time. Guys, I mean that when I say it. I mean it when I say it. I mean that when I say it. Like, I don't even want to end the video because I just feel like I hope I said what I had to say, and I hope that it gets received by the people that need to receive it. But man, I'm gonna end the video here just cause there's nothing left to be said at this point. If you made it this far in the video, honestly, thank you so much. Like, I know that things are gonna get better for you. I know that even if this is just like a seed that I'm planting in your mind, like the next time you're in a really rough and dark time, just remember that. Just remember that things work out. Just remember that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I apologize for being gone for so long, but I'm doing what I feel called to, and I'm doing what I think is best for me in this season of my life. And I won't ever disappear from this platform because genuinely love you guys from the bottom of my heart. But I will be, navigating through social media in a way that I think is right for me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with me. I wish you guys an amazing day or night, whatever time it is for you. I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Peace and love, and bye for now. I love you guys so much. Mwah.